It's called white supremacy. Someone in the comment section I was reading today was talking about they don't know what white supremacy is. And white supremacists didn't just sit around twiddling their thumbs, okay? They were out there creating laws in America, systems designed to keep black folks oppressed, black people oppressed. Take a look at the Jim Crow laws. These were a series of laws enacted in the late 19th and earlier centuries that legalized segregation and discrimination against black people. We're talking about separate schools, separate bathrooms, separate water fountains, all because of the color of your skin. And I'm not saying integration is the key, family. Don't get me wrong. Black first, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying integration is the key. I'm not stating that. We're teaching some of our audience here what white supremacy is. But not just the segregation on public facility. It doesn't stop there. Let's talk about the destruction of thriving black communities. Because everybody wants to tell black folk, lift yourself up by your bootstraps. But when we say, what about the things that occurred in history? What about the atrocity? What about the destruction of towns? What about the destruction of cities? What about killing our master teachers? What about killing our foundational Black American family? What about that? Nobody wants to talk about that. Nobody wants to talk about that. We didn't just have one Black Wall Street. We had many Black Wall Street, and they all got destroyed. The only one that's well known is Tulsa, Oklahoma. But in 1919, the Red Summer, I've been preaching this for years, family. 1919, the Red Summer, this is where sailors came home, white sailors, and started killing and destroying black cities, black towns, and black people. And I don't know why this is, hard. This is very easy history for anyone to look up, but I know a lot of people would like to stay ignorant because it gives them excuses. But we're not going to be ignorant here, are we? Because we had a lot of thriving black towns. We had black doctors, black lawyers, black clinicians, you name it, we had it. But see, white supremacists couldn't stand to see black folks thriving. They couldn't stand to see black folks shining. They couldn't see it. They didn't want to see that. You guys were slaves. We let you guys go free, and now you're doing better than us. And white supremacists came out and burned those towns to the ground. Hundreds and thousands of black-owned businesses destroyed, families displaced, and of course, murder. Lives were lost. And let's not forget about the countless acts of violence that's perpetrated against black people throughout history. From lynching to police brutality, white supremacists have used a tool to instill fear and maintain power. I'm not stating that white people don't get instantly shot by the police. I'm not saying it. I'm not saying Asian folk don't innocently get shot by the police. The only thing I'm saying is that it happens percentage-wise more to black folk than any other people in America. That is what I'm saying. White supremacists has used fear. They have used violence as a tool to instill fear to maintain power. Emmett Till, Trayvon Martin, Breonna Taylor. These are just a few names on a long list of Black lives lost to white supremacist violence. Some may try to argue that white supremacy is a thing of the past, but we know that's not true. We see it in our institutions, in our justice systems, in our media. It's everywhere. It comes through every fabric of the world. And until we can confront it head on and dismantle it piece by piece, we can't truly achieve justice and equality for anybody. I don't know why we continue to try to steer away. We try to continue to go away from the truth, and we understand this. Some people like to ignore that white supremacy exists. We know it exists. We have statistics, we have metrics, and we have stories that are not made up. So that is the foundation, family. We have to first know who the hell we are. We're foundational Black Americans. And when you hear that term over and over again, that our ancestors built this country, don't take offense to it. Don't take offense to it. The truth is the truth. There was no slave masters paving the way and cutting and carving out dirt and structures to build roads and buildings. They just wasn't doing the work. Why do that? And you have an entire class of people at your disposal that will do the work for free. So when we say that America was built on the backs of slaves, and you think these are just ring words or zingers that people are saying, then go do the research. It's plenty of information, but I get it. We can stay emotional as long as we stay ignorant. We can stay emotional as long as we stay ignorant.